Holly, with students going back to school, there's a call from health advocates for the government to do more to prevent kids from using and abusing e-cigarettes. Here's Jeanette with more on the issue.
Over 2 million kids are using e-cigarettes, and officials are raising the alarm for parents of high school and middle school students. I'm here with Tobacco Free Kids CEO Yolanda Richardson and Liz Prey from the National Association of School Nurses. Good to see both of you ladies. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So this is becoming an increasingly alarming issue that parents and anyone who's a caretaker should be listening to. I wonder what's the current state of the youth crisis when it comes to e-cigarettes? Yolanda, I'll have you answer that question.
Well, sure. Thank you so much. And you already nailed it. 2.5 million middle and high school students are now using e-cigarettes, and 85% of that use is flavored cigarettes. So the flavoring of e-cigarettes is really the driver for why this has become particularly difficult to manage as a public health crisis, and a public health crisis it is. And so we really wanted to take this opportunity as we're returning to school and parents are thinking about, what they need to be saying to kids to keep them safe, that they have this top of mind as well.
I would imagine one of the tricky things with this, Liz, is that people probably assume it's bad, but it's probably not that bad given the way that it looks and things like that. But that's certainly not the case. This is in comparison to cigarettes, correct?
You're very, very correct. So like the one that I'm holding right now, this is a honeydew pineapple orange flavored Elf bar. And, some of these flavored e-cigarettes have up to 5% nicotine. And kids aren't aware of that. And they're not aware that the chemicals that they're putting into their body when they're using these e-cigarettes affect, how their brain is developing. It affects their lungs. And, we're still not seeing all the effects long term yet.
Yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Yolanda, so there's a call to action here. What does the FDA need to do and do fast?
Well, the FDA has full regulatory power already to be able to address this. They need to just enforce the existing laws. By far, the majority of these products that are on the market are on the market illegally. So the FDA needs to use all of the mechanisms it has at its disposal to remove them from the marketplace, and to do that urgently. And so until they do that, our kids are going to remain vulnerable. The FDA asserted this authority back in 2016, and yet we still have these products on the marketplace. It's unacceptable.
So I wonder, what should parents look out for, Liz? What are some signs that perhaps your kids are taking part in this?
The one thing to remember is that the odor that you're smelling after using these flavored e-cigarettes is not the same as the traditional cigarettes that we're used to. So you could be smelling something sweet. You're going to see a change in sleep pattern. You're going to see a change in grades. Your kid might withdraw from certain activities that they normally do. And so as parents, it's important to remember to just start having that conversation with your kids, and not the conversation where you're lecturing. It's the conversation where you're asking questions and you're answering questions. And if you don't know the answer, reach out for help with that conversation to your school nurse, your counselor, a substance abuse counselor that the school district might work with, or different resources with the Tobacco Free Kids.
And Yolanda, I'll wrap with you here. As a community, right, we talk about how it takes a village, right, to raise a child. What can we all do to find a solution to this?
Well, I think that there's actions that each one of us could take. Obviously, as parents, we need to have the conversations with our children that Liz just alluded to, and keep the dialogue open between parents and the kids. We need schools and school administrators and school nurses also to be ever vigilant, trying to understand what kids are that kids are vaping, and try to help prevent that. But most of what we need is for our government to act and to get these off the market, and to do that immediately.
And certainly all of us can take part in pushing our officials to take those actions. Liz and Yolanda, thanks for joining me this morning. Hopefully parents have paid close attention to this and act accordingly. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a good rest of the day.
You as well.